It is my great honor and I take it as a privilege to introduce founder, chairman, and group CEO of Belfrics Global, Mr. Praveen Kumar. Let's give him a round of applause as he comes.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry that I couldn't answer on the in your language. Good evening, everybody. Should I hold this or I can keep this over here? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
It's very, very nice to see you all over here. A full house. Usually when we go for this launch event, I normally see few tables completely empty. People nowadays don't have time to, attend events, because of the traffic, or you normally don't like to go out also. Better sit and do the work at home. Everyone is earning a lot of money through bitcoins and many other new coins also, right? So I thank from my heart for you guys to come in over here to attend the launch event. This is my first time to Africa, beautiful country. I didn't expect such infrastructure over here, because the kind of impressions or the perceptions that what we have over there is completely different. I was expecting a lot of animals moving around over here when I come from airport to the hotel, and I was telling my wife whether I should just carry my normal t-shirt so that it will be very hot over there. So when I came down, it was quite cold. That was very surprising for me. I didn't expect that also. So very nice country, and as Justice informed you guys that we did a trial run in Kenya a few months before, just to test the waters that how good African market is. And that test run has actually overtaken many of my other regions in terms of volume. That was the kind of response that what we received from Kenya. I'm just talking only about Kenya, okay? So just normal test run. That's why we are having a launch event over here. It's not our launch event because we have a pretty good business from here. So it's basically, I should say, a party event for our success. So that has been overwhelming, and that has, really pushed us to change our entire game plan from not only targeting the Asia Pacific, but to target the entire Africa. So the last couple of months, we had created a complete game plan to not only target the Kenyan market, but also to many other markets also in Africa. Finance and forex and the trading market is my passion. So throughout my career, I have tried to improvise myself. I have tried to improvise the market which I am working on, and try to include whatever that is new technologically to the market which I am working on. Now, the technology has changed ever since the internet has come in, but the money that you're using right now has not changed for so many years. The paper currency which you're working right now, which you're using right now, has been there without any modification or without any change for so many years. Not so many years, so many decades. Am I correct, Michael? So it's long due that we change the way in which how we pay, how we use, how we communicate. You must have seen in many sci-fi movies that you just show your watch and the payment gets deducted. You walk into a shop, the payment gets credited. It could be a reality also that tomorrow you walk into a particular restaurant, you don't have to carry any credit cards, no mobile phones. The moment you come into the restaurant owner might be able to block in your bank account or your payment instrument, whichever it is, and you eat, you walk away, and your payment gets deducted. Yes, this is the world that where we are going into. Immigration department, where you are right now going and showing your passport, doing all those stuff, just walk in. They know what you are, who you are. Hospitals, train tickets, bus tickets. You don't have to carry any cards henceforth. You use your thumbprint or you use your iris. Maybe whichever the biological identity that you are using, that will act as your payment mechanism. So we are moving much, much, much faster. Coming back to the Belfrics, we started in Singapore and Malaysia. We launched our exchange in Singapore in 2016 and moved on to India in 2017 and then Kenya. Right now we operate our exchanges in 3 different countries. We provide blockchain based. When I say blockchain is the basic technology wherein which we talk about all these Bitcoin and all. So this is the core technology. So we work on blockchain technology, both consultancy and development for many governmental organizations. We are currently standing at the top 5 exchange in India, and in Kenya also, I assume so. Just as we stand at what level? Number 1. Okay, so we plan to get our first digital license in Japan. We are already present in Japan also. So Japan is the first country, one of the first country to come up with the license for Bitcoin and the digital currency based payment services also. In Kenya, in regards to the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, we are planning to add up at least 100,000 to 1 million people in the next 1 to 1.5 years. So this is the numbers that what we are planning to add up onto. The new trend, which has actually overtaken even the VC investment also, is ICO, initial coin offering. Belfrics is launching our initial coin offering in the month of August. September 8th is our launch date for ICO. We are launching our own blockchain, which is called Belrium blockchain. The ultimate fact is that we are coming up with a blockchain which is going to be one of the sought after blockchain in the crypto industry. So it's a great investment vehicle that what you can look into if you're looking for an ICO investment. If not also, the coins, it's a new digital coin that will be generated, which you will be able to trade along with Bitcoins, Ethereum, and my own coins also. So the KYC blockchain, just to give a little bit of a hint of how the blockchain is going to work, what exactly we are doing is we are trying to bring in all the governments to support our blockchain. So if you from Kenya have to access my blockchain, any one of the Kenyan authority have to approve you before the transaction is being written on the blockchain. If you are sending money to India, the person who is receiving the money in India will be identified by the Indian authority. So if you are sending the money to Congo, the person who is receiving the money in Congo will be identified by the authority. So this is what we are trying to achieve, which is not a small thing. It's a very big task in front of us to get all these governments support our blockchain, but we are very sure that we will achieve that that level of acceptance of our blockchain for sure. So the kind of support that what you guys have provided to our Bitcoin trading front, we hope that you will be providing the same support to our new blockchain also. In terms of not only the blockchain trading part, we offer lot many other services also. Let's say uh, IT companies are there, health institutions are there. We can convert any of your company onto the blockchain space. So it's just a matter of you understanding the system. We will be there to take you on to the next level of system. In another one decade, or maybe earlier than that, I suppose, right? Most of the companies will be on the blockchain itself. So it's a uh, new technology which will require a lot of employment who are expert in the blockchain technology. So if you have kids who are exploring to see which stream of education that they need to take in, blockchain is the technology that what you should make your children to look in for. And if any vocational studies that they are looking for to get a higher job, better job perspective, then definitely you should tell them to explore this particular technology. Maybe they can take a certification course, or maybe you can, if you are educational institutions, you can start your own blockchain courses, because a lot of demand is going to be there. So money is there to be made, not only from one friend. You name the friend, money can be made from that particular side, whether it is trading of currencies, or whether it is creating the technology, or even supporting the institution that are running the businesses. So you can make money from all the different fronts. So I hope your continued support will be there for us, and I will allow my colleagues to carry on from here onwards, and I will be taking your questions after the sessions. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Welcome to the future, if I am saying that. Welcome to the future. So now everyone will be having this one, why he is saying about the future. Okay, so as I said about the future, now what is future? Like, future is going to be the most unexpected thing that we have not thought, and we will be thinking about that. So what will be the main supporting thing for that? That will be the technology, or like the future investments that we are going to do, and everyone will be knowing like what kind of future investments will be the best part to do. Okay, so now if I say about the future investments and all, as everyone will be having a like investment parts in properties, with share markets, like buying of shares and all. Okay, and have you ever thought with a future technology where a small initial investment makes millions? Have you ever thought of that? That's the main advanced market which is there right now in front of us. We have seen like properties. We would have seen properties, or like bullions, or like lots of things are there. We buy it, we keep it. It doesn't have that kind of future hit in it. It goes up, but it has step by step its own value. But as you have seen, you all know about the cryptocurrency. The first its launched one is Bitcoin, where it was 10 years back and where it is right now. What kind of fluctuation it has given, and where it has gone, and where it will be going. If you would have seen by like we say like lots of predicting peoples are there. If they say the predicting where it has gone and where it's going right now, it has a tremendous future, and we don't know like how the end of the rate it will be coming out. Okay, thank you. Where the end of the rate will be coming out. Now the main thing, if I say about our company like Belfrics, as we all are the team of Belfrics, so we have lots of plans with the future technology, crypto technology, with the blockchain. So what will be that, and how we are going to be a part of that? Everyone will be having this one, like how we will be a part of that. Okay, so as Belfrics has started, we have lots of things where like our freelancers are working. They're making quite good amount of money, I can say, by promoting the company. And as well as if I say about the technology that we are going to introduce everywhere, all like industry, as Mr. Praveen said. Like we will be there with medical firms, like we will be there with hospitality, we will be there with education, we will be there with transportation, with government organizations where like the technology is very much important. We have seen Africa, it's a developing IT continental, I can say, and Kenya, like lots of software companies are coming, and IT is stepping like, it's a kind of boom right now for the market. As like European countries or like US or Middle East or India, wherever you take, the IT has gone to a limit, but here the IT is booming, and right now we have a golden opportunity where the blockchain system comes with this one. So all mingled together, it's a golden chance to boom up the IT section with the technology that we are going to provide. Okay, so anyhow, as we know, like Belfrics, always it will be with the future and with the world, with the new technologies that we are going to launch off. Okay, that's all. So now Mr. I think Jabir and Praveen will be describing it more. Okay, thank you.
Good evening to all our most valued invited guests. It's indeed a great pleasure to have you all here. You know, I'm sure digital currencies or cashless economy in Africa is a history in the making. Today, I'm pleased to announce that we are an exchange offering our services to more than 100,000 clients in our 4 countries. We are among the top of exchanges in any of the countries we operate in. And speaking about Africa, the depth of entrepreneurship culture, the depth of entrepreneurs, and the depth of capital in this country is unbelievable. The majority of queries we got was from Africa, and majority of them who has not invested in any of digital assets earlier. We have decided to expand our operations to almost all the regions of Africa. Our next physical office will be in Nigeria, and then to North Africa, and then to Botswana. Probably I guess the next year we'll be having 4 different offices here. And I'm sure with our presence in Africa, we'll have the finest trading experience with our innovative applications and the state-of-the-art technology what we use.
My names are Kimani Mbogwa. Those are my names. And I don't have an American accent. I've lived in America, and I admire the Asians so much, because even the Asians who have lived in the US, if you visit or you meet with them, the accent is still the same. And I always enjoy my eroara. You know what I mean? One thing I'll tell you about many people who've lived in America, they always have that accent. But there's nothing I'm proud of is my eroara. Now, I'm a business person, but I do agriculture. That has been my backbone for the last 15 years. That's what I do. And I decided to come back home 4 years ago. It wasn't an easy decision because I'm a father of 3 daughters. And you know how daughters are with fathers. You all know that. And I came in with a program of bringing back the soya crop. And it was really, really frustrating. I'll tell you the truth. Really frustrating coming back. But a long story, let me make it short. I've succeeded with an association where I sit as a chairman. It's called Soyake. We have, at the most, we have over 400,000 farmers, and we have different areas in the whole thing, because we have the value chain of it. We've got a seed multiplication department which does that. there has been very little talk of blockchain applications with core agriculture areas. There should be through. Blockchain has huge potential in three key areas of agriculture industry: provenance and radical transparency, mobile payments, credit and increased transaction fees, real-time management and supply chain transaction and financing. With Bitcoin, you'll be able to know when you buy the food from the label that you're buying or the packaging that, you'll be able to know how and what they've used. And they can never shortcut if they are on a blockchain. Okay, startup like Province and Farm Shares are using blockchains to solve their problems for businesses and customers. The value of blockchain it is ability to make the supply chain entirely transparent and rich with immutable provenance data from farm to table. In other words, blockchain tracks information about your food, and participants along the supply chain cannot tamper with this information. Ultimately, these technologies enables farmers, manufacturers, and retailers to justify premiums for certain products and gives customers confidence about where the food comes from and how it is produced. That is what is blockchain. I know they will be able to explain more, but I just wanted to touch a bit of what blockchain can assist the agriculture sector. Because one of the things that I would like to explain is that, I'll give an example. America has two areas of richness. America has the infrastructure and agriculture. There is no way you'll go to a supermarket lack anything. America has got winter and summer, isn't it? Do we have winter and summer? We don't have, and we complain. And because I don't want to keep you, I'll just tell you a quick example. You all know Mombasa Road, okay? You know there's a club called Small World. Who knows where Small World is? How many people? Let me see. Okay, 15 kilometers from the main road, I have an investment of 3,500 acres of land. We are growing chickpeas and green grams. Okay, we are doing conservation farming. I have been singing conservation farming even to His Excellency, because that's what we have to go into. Conservation farming, you don't go into rain. It's not rain fed. It's not irrigation. It's just the moisture content. We just had our field day a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. But that's a way forward. We don't need to depend on rain. Okay? And these are things that you can learn through the blockchain, because these are things that the blockchain will be able to educate people, and people will know, and few other things. I don't want to take much of your time. I had a long speech, but I decided, because I know people are hungry, I'll just I'll just encourage. One of the things I want to encourage is the youth. I really want to encourage the youth. Please take up farming. Farming is a really, really good career. But I know the youth will do better on mechanized farming. Okay, there is so much. Our food, just like our coffee and tea, is needed out there. You can imagine how much we pay for a cup of coffee in the US. That's $5. That's 500 shillings for a cup of coffee. But there is a lot into agriculture. Okay, so much in agriculture. And for Praveen and his team, I welcome you. It's not easy dealing with the red tapes, but with God everything is possible. And my closing remarks are: don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Okay, not even me. All right, you got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you that you can't do it. If you want something to get going, period, you just keep the road and start doing. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope someday we'll meet. God bless you.
I found out about Bitcoin in 2011, and I really spent a lot of time trying to understand what this thing was. And I realized this was a really big deal. It was something that was going to change the world. And I really wanted to see the people of my country adopt it. Kenyans are so connected to the rest of the world. They like to adopt new technology. And since 2014, I've been amazed by just how many people are involved in Bitcoin right now. The number of people who are buying Bitcoin right now, the number of people who are searching online. If you go online and go and look at Google statistics for the number of people who are searching for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, it's just going up.
We've been operating in Kenya for the last 2.5 months, and the company is fully registered in Kenya. Yeah, the registration was done in 2016, and we only launched recently. We were putting logistics in place for the launch. What we do, our main core business is Bitcoin exchange, whereby you can exchange your Bitcoins with us, and also we can sell to you through our